Well, it looks like we are in the midst of another very cloudy and potentially rainy day across the Mid-South. Memorial Day here now itself going to be, I think, probably one of the most widespread events in terms of rainfall, at least by the time we head into the mid-afternoon hours. And compared to the sort of spotty development of showers and thunderstorms yesterday, I think a slow, steady, light rain that's probably going to stick around once it arrives will be the sort of composition that we expect today across the region. Right now, we're taking a look at our East Memphis camera. Dry conditions, but still very cloudy. Visibility a lot better. Earlier, we had some clouds and obstruction going about halfway down the length here of Clark Tower. Fortunately, that has since been alleviated, as it has been in other sections, even about as late as around 9 a.m. We still had visibility well under 5 miles across parts of Bolivar, Corinth, along the Tennessee-Mississippi state border there, as we are all now at a full 10 miles. Temperatures only rising just a little bit. We are in the mid-70s here, and I do think a few of us, especially out west, will probably see 80 degrees. Memphis, I think, just getting to 80, as we aren't really seeing much sunshine, but temperatures have pretty much been right in that same range for most of the last 7 days, but especially the last 2 to 3 days, as the rainfall has made itself increasingly more present across the region. But we are watching now for the at least a little bit later than initially expected arrival of some shower and storm activity. Earlier this morning, we had a pretty healthy signature of some widespread rain, but over the last couple of hours, as you can see, that has sort of contracted a little bit, possibly some drier air intrusion there. But I still do think this is going to be a system that sort of angles itself moving off to the northwest, and gradually we will start to see that rain affect us here over the next couple of hours. Perhaps in Arkansas, it may not be until close to sunset, but once it begins, I do think it is going to stick around for a while. Lightning not expected, or thunder either. We are going to be tracking, though, some radar sweeps, as those of us that do want to stay out here and try and just endure what rain that we do see may end up having just a little bit less luck if we do have some lightning and some rumbles of thunder. Of course, definitely going to be a bigger impact than just some light showers overall, but we do have hour by hour showing that most of this rain should be just in the form of showers, a few little isolated cells that possibly strengthen to thunderstorm status out ahead of this main system, but it looks like it's still going to sweep through the region and still bring us at least some fairly wet and foggy conditions for Tuesday morning. By the afternoon, I do think we are looking a little bit drier, and then the next couple of days, rain chances still continuing but decreasing, as we'll see here in a moment. But for today, scattered rain, a few thunderstorms, probably none that look about as impressive as that here in the background, but still going to have that chance here that continues into tonight. Again, a little bit more widespread than the sort of rain we have seen over the last couple of days. Pop-up showers and storms have been pretty common since Friday afternoon, but today it looks like it's sort of a slow, pretty light rain without much thunderstorm chance. Tomorrow on Tuesday, at least as we wake up, this will continue. Foggy and wet heading out the door for that shortened work week, so something to be aware of here as we do commute out the door on Tuesday. Very similar, I think, potentially to what we've seen Friday, so if that gives you an idea of the sort of roadway conditions. But things are going to continuously improve as the week pushes on. Rain chances successively lower. Still some rain chances by, I think, around Friday, but by the weekend we may have some totally dry days ahead here in the forecast. We'll be right back after this break.